Good morning, it's Alex from Lift Up and Travel. I'm back here at London Heathrow, Terminal 5, and I couldn't be more humbled and appreciative because today I'm flying British Airways in the 787 in first class. Let's go. Because we are flying first class, we get access to the first wing. This is also available if you hold Emerald or higher status. This also gives you priority check-in and security checks, and a tunnel that costs British Airways a staggering £1 million a year, so we've heard, that avoids all the shops and straight into the first gallery's lounge. This horse-sized statue is pretty striking, but because we're travelling first, we get to access the Concorde lounge, which can be found just over the hall past these beautiful plane models from British Airways' past and present fleet. Before we go in, we'll just make a quick detour to visit the British Airways showers. I still think it's an incredible experience to be able to shower before a flight, even if they are a little bit clinical and dated. We will do a full comparison of the lounges here at some point. In the meantime, here's the Concorde lounge. You can access the Concorde lounge if you're either arriving or flying on a first class flight, or if you hold Gold Guest List status. It feels more atmospheric with the lighting, and there's a fairly private booth-filled restaurant for food, and the best part being the terrace, with long plush sofas. A small section near the entrance has nostalgic memorabilia from the days of Concorde, but I need to go and catch my flight to Seattle. Hi again guys, so I was going to head to the Sea Gates, but asked the lounge and turns out it's a bus, so it's luck I didn't. If you see gate A10, then you're either lucky or unfortunate, depending on whether you enjoy the free bus tour of Heathrow. I will just say, it's really lucky it didn't rain today, and how huge are those engines. If you are lucky enough, and I am so appreciative to be flying first class, you are ushered to your seat by a member of the lovely cabin crew. This is British Airways' newest product in first, and what a lovely space. Some may say it feels a little bit corporate because of the black and white, but I find it homely due to the hint of cream, and yes, this is seat 1A, huge bucket list tick. To start things off, I enjoyed a glass of Laurent Perrier champagne with a packet of assorted nuts. If you've flown in Club Suite, you might be thinking, is it worth it? There certainly is though a distinctive difference in the service, and ignoring the Club Suite door, the privacy is excellent. As for the cost, today's flight cost me only £400. All will be explained later in the video. Before takeoff, you receive pyjamas and an Amenity kit. Speaking of which, if you're having fun, please subscribe and like below, and as a thank you for joining us on our journeys. One lucky person, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, will receive an Amenity kit from our travels. What wasn't so good was the free sample of hair I found from the previous occupant all over the seat. The cabin crew were really lovely about it, not to mention horrified, but I felt compelled to give the seat a bath at this point. Playing with the tinted window shades, I then gave myself a wash with this lovely hot towel. And now it's time for the takeoff. To your left is a hidden cupboard with a mirror, and below this is a wonderful black table complete with an adjustable desk lamp. Your table is cleverly hidden below this, and it's a really good size. I love the finish and has a variety of different positions by sliding it back and forth. Also on your side are the controls to adjust all the various lights and the seat position. This can be done by turning the knob in the middle. Below this is a deep storage cubbyhole, the handset and various plug sockets, as well as your safety manual and 3 sick bags. Surely that's too many. The in-flight entertainment features a full HD display, although it can be a little bit sluggish in response. There are plenty of movies to choose from, TV shows including a partnership with Paramount, kids section, games and a moving map. The ottoman can also be adjusted, which is great when sitting upright, when you just want to put your feet up. And finally, this has to be the world's smallest cupboard. I'm not even sure what you would fit in that. The headphones are produced by a company called Meridian, and I really like the little BA's logo on the side. The sound quality was good, and despite being rectangular, they were pretty comfortable even with glasses. The meal service was about to begin. To start, I've gone for a Fizzberry, which is cranberry juice, tonic water and a slice of lemon. Here's a copy of the menu. The melon, smoked salmon with cream cheese and cucumber, and the fire roasted red pepper roulade with goat's cheese were all delicious. The table was then laid for the starter, the beef tataki. These beautifully wrapped little parcels are meant to be eaten in one go, and I thoroughly enjoyed each one. For the main, the duo of lamb rack and the braised lamb was a great choice. It melted away from the bone, served with a side portion of potatoes, red pepper, baby carrots and broccolini. No idea. Recommended by the cabin crew, a glass of the Louis Latour Poulet Fourcé 2020 Burgundy complemented the meal wonderfully. And now, the most exciting part. I've never had a bad dessert on British Airways, and the passion fruit and hazelnut tart with dark chocolate shards, fresh berries and raspberry Kool-Aid was no exception. Well played. After all that food and drink, it was time to visit the bathroom, which is at the very front of the plane. It's a nice space with some wonderful blue LED lighting. It's now lunchtime in the UK, a good point to relax and rest my eyes. The human stomach is odd, but when presented with afternoon tea, I couldn't say no. Definitely a must was a proper and beautiful pot of tea with milk and a selection of white and brown sugar. If you do get the chance to pick a morning flight, this is a must experience. So delicious, tasty, charming and colourful. This is going to divide opinion, but with the scone, is it the cream or the jam first? You decide and let us know in the comments below. After that beautiful display, sadly it was time to prepare the cabin for landing. So, how was the flight? The cabin crew were excellent, great knowledge of the wines and drinks available, proactive with the water bottles and very pleasant to talk to. The food was delicious, and if it leaves you wanting more, you know it hit the mark. As for the product, this is a great way to fly. Yes, there is Emirates and Qatar, but this is a lovely hard product. I just wish the duvet was a little bit wider. The pillow left nothing to be desired. I know British Airways has had a lot of operational challenges recently, which have given a poor customer experience, but when you ignore the chaos of queuing, delays and cancellations, all important factors, their hard product, food and service aren't trying to be the best out there, but there's a Britishness of the crew, the food and the top desserts that are worth flying for. Finally, how did this luxury experience cost me only £400? If you fly with the airline or use the British Airways American Express credit card, you can accumulate points. Combine this with the 2-for-1 Avios voucher, which is achievable through spending. This allows you to halve the points travelling solo. So in total, it only cost me 40,000 points and £400. That's pretty amazing. Oh, thank you. Cheers guys. Thank you. Bye bye. If you've had a good time, please subscribe and like below to support the channel. Thank you so much to everyone who has already done so. Otherwise, wish me luck. Immigration is going to take forever.